And just when things couldn't get any worse for Rock Lee, aka Sony the Boss, he kills somebody, and then I decide to save the person, pick him up, and try to take him out of there. And Sony's like, no, 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 no. You got in the way. You're a bot. It's time for me to kill you. So I'm like, Sony, you really want to catch these hands? I got half HP. I'm still going to body you. So I 1v1 Sony. Yeah, he still ran away for some reason. 1v1'd him. Absolutely hammered him. I destroyed him. If you can't tell already, Sony's just not good at the game. Sony's Rock Lee, and yet he can't taijutsu against somebody who is just doing taijutsu. He should be able to beat me pretty easily, but he's not able to. Then as you can see, Sony's still running away, and I catch up to him eventually, and I think I find him. Yeah, he gets to almost full HP. So I'm like, Sony, I'm not gonna stop until you're done. So I go after Sony. He starts using a sword again. He's Rock Lee. Why would Rock Lee use a sword? We started arguing about this later on after I beat him, of course. We argued about this, like, why would Rock Lee use a sword? Rock Lee is someone that uses like nunchucks or whatever they're called. And then he also uses his fists and legs. That's pretty much what Rock Lee does. And yet he's using a sword thinking like I'm a bot for beating him. He started calling me a bot after beating him because I looked like a bot. And I'm like, well, if you're using a sword, you're not Rock Lee based on your logic. It was just weird. I defeated Sony pretty easily too. So from here onwards, I'm mainly just going to be talking about the game, what I think of it so far. I think the game's looking pretty good so far. I think the combat, this is an old combat, guys. So just keep in mind, this version of the combat isn't the current version that you'll be seeing in the game. It is definitely more updated in the new version, which is the one that we did not test. We've played that one before, Main, myself, Desi, and everybody. That version was pretty nice. A lot of people are questioning like if the subbing is different, if jutsu casting is more important or something like that. Jutsu casting is always going to be important in the Care Bros game, but taijutsu just became a little bit more relevant. Because if you played NRPG Beyond, taijutsu was just, it was useful, but nobody used it because KGs could just be spammed from a long distance and you could just kill somebody with just KG abilities or just normal basic jutsu elements. So the fact that this game is actually using taijutsu is really refreshing and I enjoy that. But you got to keep in mind, guys, that it's more than just that. It's going to be a lot more combat-based, I'd say, with a mix of the two, instead of just being purely taijutsu or purely ninjutsu or purely genjutsu or whatever. I think it's going to be a really nice mix of the two, but you got to keep that in mind. It's not just going to be only ninjutsu in the game, only taijutsu in the game. There's going to be a definite mix between the two, and that's something you got to keep in mind, everybody. But also something I do want to say is that when it comes to this testing, I think it went very well. We got a lot of people playing the game. At one point, I saw like 700 people playing the game, the most I've seen. So it was pretty cool to see that many people willing to test the game, even though it wasn't even ready for release. They just wanted to test it out and see what it was like. And with that, we could see a lot of people really having fun with the game. Like, Main was getting teamed by like 12 people at once. During Main stream, he had like 12 people on him. In my stream, I think I had like 3 to 4 people on me at one point. It's really fun to play the game, but you got to keep in mind, guys, that like, this combat is different from the real version of the combat. The real version of the combat's a lot more smooth. It's a lot less laggy in my opinion, and there's a lot more meaning to the hits. You can understand it a bit more. And just keep in mind, I think in the game, as you maybe level up or age or whatever, your health is probably going to go up. So the amount of damage that people do right now, of course it seems broken, but it's probably going to stay that way, the damage, and then your health is going to be rising or something like that, some sort of thing. I assume it's going to be your health rising and the damage stays the same, because then that would make more sense for the player, you know, to have more HP and be able to take more hits. Another thing I want to say is that when it comes to fighting Sony, I know a lot of people probably think I'm bullying the dude, but like he picks so many fights. It's his fault for picking the fights, to be honest. But it's Sony, it's whatever happens, I beat him, he doesn't win. It's what's gonna happen every single time. I just beat Sony all the time. But when it comes to other people, I think a lot of people are questioning the rankings that I had. Main is definitely number 1 in the combat. I think Doge is number 2. I think Aetherial and I are tied for number 3. I think Seiji and Terra are tied for number 4. I think, well, this is only Kages and sub-Kages, because Block is pretty good too. But I think number 5 is tied between Desi and Akarius. And then when it comes to the other sub-Kages, Ruzum and like the others, they don't really play that much. So you can't really say they're really the best because they don't really play the game that much. I've only seen Ruzum or Reaper play the game 3 to 4 times. in my like testing experience of the game, so I can't really say how he ranks, but I think he's about better than Karma for sure, but he's not the best Kage in combat in my opinion. But I do think Doge is one of the best combat people in the game. For those of you that played the testing and actually enjoyed it a little bit, what was your favorite part of the game? And for those of you that didn't enjoy it, what was your least favorite part of it? Because I know a lot of people did not enjoy it because of, I guess, lag and because of combat delay. I think Desi was complaining about that at one point. There was a little bit of combat delay, but what do you guys think of it so far? I think the game went pretty well for a small, or not really small, but for open testing of the boxing. That's what I'll say. I think the boxing open testing went pretty well. Oh, Desi with the particle style. Looks like Desi's gonna get the kill. But with this, I think this was this Main's brother? I think this was Main's brother that he trapped in there, because Main's brother was mad that Desi particle styled him at one point. I assume it was this point, but I don't remember too much. I think it was this point. Oh my god. Excuse me. But I think it was Desi that particle styled Main's brother, and I think that's, I don't know if it says Tropical Zan, but that's his brother's username. I think that's him. But when Desi particle styled him, it was pretty funny. And then, actually I don't think that's Main's brother, but Main's brother was particle styled like this. And so Desi particle styled this dude, and people were trying to kill this dude, and Desi just exploded in many ways. Like the dude under him was trying to kill him. I think it was Akarius' clone actually, but there was a person under him trying to kill him as well, or someone who tried to get inside and kill him. It was pretty funny. When it comes to, I think, Kage abilities, people are also questioning what the Kage is going to be able to do. Nothing's really confirmed for Kage abilities, guys. Oh, look at me trying to X this person. Yeah, that's not Main's brother, that's someone else. Oh, look at your boy Roball. Getting the X? Oh, I missed it. Time to get the kill then. Ooh. Yeah, boy. Come here, boy. I think this dude was attacking me earlier. He was one of the people attacking, like, I think it was Jeff and this guy named Jack or something like that. Jeff and Jack were both attacking a lot of people for no reason, so I think they wanted to catch a lot of hands and get killed. So I kindly destroyed him. I kindly placed him on the floor. And I think there's a glitch in the game where if you get dropped while flinging around, your body is not where it really is, so you can't really grip the person. So you have to like jump around and hope to find their body. Because like when he respawns, you'll see him like teleport to where his body actually is. You just can't see the body. I think it's because it creates a clone of the body, and that clone is the one that's EX. But I don't really know too much about it. I think they should probably look into fixing that, because it's kind of annoying to have somebody fling like that and they won't be able to be X'd, especially in the real game. Also, I have a question for the viewers. The Caribou said that in their recent video that like you'll be able to have 3 lives, I think in the open community or closed community, I don't remember which one, but they said that you'll have 3 lives, and with the 3 lives, after you lose those 3 lives, you do lose them in general, so you'll respawn as a new person, I guess, in a new village and everything. What do you guys think about that? Are you a fan of that? Do you not like that? In my opinion, I think 3 is a kind of low-key copying Rogue Lineage, but it's just my opinion. What do you guys think of that? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think, oh, it's a free way to get in a new village or something like that? I don't know if it affects your KGs or your like ninjutsu and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure it affects your village. I'm pretty sure it changes your village if you do lose your lives in one of the versions. I don't remember which version they're applying that to, but let's assume it's both of them. But tell me what you guys think of that in the comment section down below. I'm not personally a fan of it. I don't see the point in the live system. I would say maybe if somebody loses their lives, they get the option to get, X'd and permadeathed, and then they could also choose, to pay in-game money to keep their selves. I think that would be pretty cool, but it's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below about that. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this video. I'm also going to be designing some new Roblox merch. If you guys have been following me for a while, I used to do that a lot, like every month. We're going to be doing a red series again, hopefully this upcoming May. Hopefully May. I think I'll release it in May. But I'm going to probably release it in May for you guys if you want to get it. It'll only be 5 Robux. I can't make it any cheaper. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, do me a favor, leave a like on this video. Also, you can kind of see Main boxing this dude. Main just was 1v1ing everybody in this game, and people just kept going after him, just kept trying to kill him and stuff like that. I think at one point, like, he 1v1 like 5 people in a row in one life, and he defeated them all. I don't know if Main ever died to one of them. I think he might have been downed once, but that was only because he had like half HP when he fought somebody. Like, they don't even wait for him to get full HP, they just go after him. And it was pretty funny, to be honest, at the time. But if I could unmute this video, I would. But the thing is, there was a lot of cursing and stuff like that, a lot of things that I didn't want people hearing, so I just decided to voice over it and talk about my opinions on the game. And I want to know your opinions on the game as well, so make sure you comment that down below in the comment section. If you want a link to the game, I don't really think the game's open anymore, so I probably won't link it. But if you guys want to, go ahead and subscribe, cop the merch, join the Discord chat. Follow me on Twitter. Everything you need is linked down below. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Till then, it's been your man Roball. I'm signing out now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.